Hi, I'm Tausha Hoyt with Sassy Style Redesign, and I'm here to give you tips, tricks, and ideas on how to turn your house into a home and make it a place where you want to be. Today I'm going to talk about chalkboard art. Chalkboard art is huge right now. Everybody loves chalkboard art. They want to know how to do it. They want to be able to express themselves that way, and I love it. It's therapy for me, and so I want to share with you some of the things that I found that work really well and some things that don't. So the first thing I want to talk about is you need a good chalkboard. In a previous episode I talked about Annie Sloan chalk paint. That is my favorite kind to use to make a chalkboard, but you can use the chalkboard paint that you buy at Home Depot. I think it's Rust-Oleum that makes it in a spray paint can. If you live somewhere where it's warm, you can use that right now, or they do have it in a quart. So you're going to paint a few coats on, let it dry completely. And then you got to be careful not to get all excited and draw on it right then. You need to prime or season your chalkboard first, and all that means is you're going to take a piece of chalk and you're just going to rub it like this all over your chalkboard. And what that's going to, and then you're just going to wipe it off. And I like to use an old t-shirt. That's my proven eraser that I like the best. And is what that's going to allow you to do is you're not going to have any ghost images. So if you were to write on a chalkboard before you prime it, you'll always see the words. It will always have a ghost image of it no matter what you do. So you want to make sure that you prime your chalkboard. Okay, so after your chalkboard is all primed and you're ready and you're excited to use your chalk, a couple tips on chalk. I like cheap chalk. So go to Walmart, Target, Rose Art. They work really well. I like it because they break easier, and I just think it's easier to use on a chalkboard. So, but you can buy Crayola chalk at like a school supply store if you want to. That's totally up to you, but my preference is cheap chalk. Another tip is you can get your chalk wet. And if you get the tip of, or if you make the board wet with just a rag, or you can get the tip of your chalk wet, that will give you a different look. And like one of the aha moments for me. Okay, are you ready? This is big, this is exciting. Okay, you know those makeup sharpeners where you have the big hole and the little hole and you never use the big hole? Well, I'm gonna show you what you're gonna use your big hole for. So you're gonna take your chalk and you're gonna sharpen it, and it kind of takes a little bit of time, just so you know. And when you sharpen it, it gives it a point. So then you're able to do smaller writing in tighter spaces. So that was aha for me. Love, love, love it. And then my last tip when you do chalkboard art is to make sure that you just kind of allow yourself to screw up, because it's just chalk. You can wipe it off. It's not a big deal. It's not permanent. It's okay to mess up. So I'm just going to draw quickly, kind of show you some ideas. Oh, and then if you need a different size or you want a really sharp point, break your chalk, and then you can use just that corner tip. So when you draw on it, use a couple of different fonts. So I'm going to do cursive. See how I kind of just let my wrist kind of flow and do that? Just relax and let it go. And then I'm going to change and do a different font. And if you hate your handwriting, you can make yourself a stencil offline, but I'm telling you, if you just practice, you'll get better. So after I do that, then I want to kind of embellish my writing a little bit, so I can go ahead and make the letters thicker, just with the side of my chalk, and that will give it a different look, kind of add some dimension to it. Okay, and then, so you see a lot of designs in the chalkboard paint, so I'm going to kind of show you how to incorporate those. Add shapes, arrows, curlicues, stars, whatever, that kind of adds some excitement to the piece. So I want to make day kind of look like it's in a banner, sort of. Remember, it's chalk, so if you screw up, you can fix it. Like this, it kind of doesn't look that awesome. Yeah, so see, I'm just gonna erase it. Okay, and then you can kind of shadow that in a little bit. So I like to do borders with my pointed chalk. I like to go around and do borders on my chalkboards. So now I'll add, let's see, I'm going to do a star. So just draw a star with your sharp point. And then you can kind of just draw all over the place, and you can add, so I'm just going to draw, I just want to show you, like, you can draw like a if you need a number or an and sign, add a circle to it, and then maybe do some lines off to the side. Just kind of go crazy with it. Just have a lot of fun, and remember that it's chalk and you can wipe it away. So prime your chalkboard, cheap chalk, sharpen your chalk, use an old t-shirt for a rag and get it wet, and you'll be able to create your own chalkboard art that everyone will wonder where you got it. I hope you'll try chalkboard art.